my fucking God. In the Walmart parking lot. That's where I'm gonna kill over and die one of these days. I swear to God, I'm convinced. When I'm doing methamphetamines, and I've been up for 4 or 5 days because I cannot drink water, I cannot put the pipe down, and I cannot be bothered to eat any food. Be bothered? Why would I be bothered? I'm way too interested in what's going on this computer screen, which is something that could probably be illegal in 10 states. I'm talking about elephant porn. Some weird kind of porn. But guys, if you're coming to this video today, if you're clicking on it, I have a sneaking suspicion it's because you probably took too much meth. Either it's your first day on it and you've just been doing so much lately that you don't have a lot of nutrients in your body, so the meth has nothing to feed on. I don't know if you've noticed, but the more you eat, the more you sleep, it gives the meth something to feed on, and that's how you get your high, when it's feeding on that. If it has nothing to feed on, then that's when you stop getting high. When you've been up for like 5 days, you're doing it every day, you ain't getting high anymore because it's zapped all that shit. And that shit doesn't just come from nowhere. It comes from nutrients that we get from taking care of ourselves, but you aren't taking care of yourself. So that's why you're in this predicament that you're in. And I don't mean to bewilder you or all that, because I've been there before, man. I've felt like that over hundreds of times. I've sat in the emergency rooms because I thought I was about to die. I've gone into the emergency room and had nurses just lock me in a room, not even check on me for hours. I'm like, I'm fucking dying. They're like, no, you're not. You just did too many drugs. You're 19 years old. I've never seen a 19-year-old have a heart attack. You'll be fine. Yeah, that shit's all happened to me. But I finally got out of it. I got out of it through sobriety, and I'm thinking, if you're not ready to get sober, then there's got to be a way to be able to do this drug without you feeling like you're dying. And so a lot of channels will be like, just don't do meth. You know, if you go on Reddit. So if you go on Reddit and you're posting in like a political Reddit, or you're posting like in music or something, and then they like look at your post history, they're gonna see that, oh, this guy posted meth, and you already see, like, they'll start calling you a tweaker. They'll talk all sorts of shit. They don't even know if you've used it or not. Being a meth head is like the worst thing that people look at. They look at it as worse than a heroin junkie a lot of times, because heroin junkies are real low key. They're not out like tweaking in the streets like we are. So we have a like way better rap than everyone. I mean, I've had so many people look at me different once they heard. But that is one of the good things about getting sober. But you need to learn how to take care of yourself while you're getting high, and you won't feel like this again. And I reassure you that you're not gonna die. So you need to get off Google. You need to get off whatever you're looking at. Signs of a meth overdose, all that. I'll explain to you what your body is going through right now. It's pretty much if you were just to run a car with no oil, and you were just like fucking gunning it, just the foot all the way down to the pedal, and the car is just running and running. That's what you've been doing to your body. Your body is moving 3 times faster than it normally does. So it's gonna need 3 times the amount of fuel, but you're actually not under fueling it, you're not giving it any fuel at all. It's running on zero. So just imagine how your body's gonna feel. No shit, that's why your heart's doing that. No shit, that's why your mind's racing and you can't sleep. No shit, because that shit just doesn't turn off. It's a very long-lasting drug, and it is the strongest, not only stimulant, but strongest drug in the world. It releases 3,000 and something dopamine and something. That didn't sound intelligent, but it does release hella dopamine. And I'm guessing it's got to at least release serotonin too. But that's when I start looking like a damn doctor, psychologist. Like, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know. But I did Google it. I believe what I read on Google. It's not all bullshit. So, see how I'm laughing and smiling? Be like, how can he do this? I feel like I'm about to die right now. Nah, bro. I need you to laugh and smile. And we need to use this time and this panic attack to reflect on what we did. Reflect on how we're living our lives. It's going to be like some real reflection time, because look, you're going to be tweaking out in your room probably by yourself. You ain't got nothing else to do. Let's think about some things, man. First of all, let's not think about some things. First, we're going to watch some comedies, okay? Put on a funny movie, anything to take your mind off this. Go in the shower and try to take a normal shower. Think about, I'm putting the soap on my body, I'm washing the soap off. Deep breaths while you're in that shower, just deep breaths, relax. Some people smoke weed. I suggest against that because In my case, it would always raise the blood pressure even more. But some people suggest that. I always drink a bunch of liquor. I'm not gonna suggest that one either, but that was like, when I felt like you're feeling right now, the number one thing would be to drink liquor. And it all went away. But the problem with that is that's a vicious cycle. When I drink liquor, I crave meth. Liquor and meth go hand in hand to me. If I don't have one without the other, it just don't feel right. It's just like, this is cool, but you know, I really want to go over here. I really want to take it there. So liquor's bad because your body's already dehydrated. So liquor's even dehydrating even more. Just sucking you up from the inside. That's why you see tweakers that look like raisins. Look like a damn catcher's mitt. The shit's just all sucked up. So you're not gonna be able to sleep until probably you drink liquor or take a benzo. I could never get my hands on Xanax. Every time I did, it would be fentanyl and I would black out. I had seizures. You know, we'll get into those stories another time. Try to make a funny comedy way of looking at them, because all this shit is funny if we can't laugh at it. Bro, look, I used to be in classes, because I started doing meth when I was 15. I used to be in classes just clenching my motherfucking chest, and like English class next to like a girl that I liked, and just being in my head like, wow, I didn't know I was gonna go out this way. Right next to Amy Pinnell, like right next to like, what, you know what I mean? It tripped me out. Like, I didn't think that. So I know you guys have all had those thoughts, just like probably walking down the street. I did a lot of meth in LA, just walking down Skid Row and shit, and just in your head like, this is how it's gonna end. It's a really sad, a really terrible feeling, man. And you know, this is the time where we need to reflect, like, do I want to keep feeling like this? Do I want to keep feeling like someone's always watching me, and that everything I do takes like 20 minutes? Because then I'm like scatterbrained, and you know, like sometimes I'd walk around with like a pen in my hand, looking for a pen, looking for 30 minutes for a pen, and it was in my hand. Like, do I still want to do this? If I continue to do this, how much further can I take it before I just lose my brain forever? Because you see those people on the streets all the time talking to themselves, bugged the fuck out. That's gonna be me eventually, man. Cause look, I'm the type of meth user, I go hard, bro. There ain't just dibbling and dabbling, doing a little bit of meth. I go hard as fuck, bro. There ain't just doing a little bit of that. Do I want to burn ties with my family? I have dreams, you know, like I came from a good family, and they instilled dreams in me, and I need to be able to live those out, not just for my family, but for myself. And when I'm doing meth, I can't chase those dreams, man. I'm too busy looking at porn. I'm not out there getting up in the morning, you know, chasing my YouTube, my music, you know, work dream, landing that good job, landing all that, bro, because I'm way too busy, caught up in the drug city. So I gotta start thinking about that and thinking, is it worth it? And a lot of times on these meth come downs, I would convince myself that I never want to do this again. I never want to feel this way again. Yes, the high is amazing, it's the best. And like, I'm gonna say, as a recovered meth user who hasn't used it in a year and 2 months, that even in sobriety to this day, I haven't found anything quite as good as meth. The physical sensation of it, there's a spiritual joy that I'm getting now, and a joy where I really feel like I'm living, and I have a girlfriend that I love, and that shit is more amazing in that sense. But like, a meth user knows what I'm talking about, is that rush. Like, there's nothing in sobriety. You could give me millions of dollars and it wouldn't be what that little $5 of meth does, you know? It's like that little line gives me more of a rush than anything, and everything still seems kind of dull, you know, not doing meth. Like, you get so excited about tiny shit when you're on meth, like, oh shit, it's a motherfucking guitar pick, you know, like, you get so sick, like, excited. I just don't get excited like that anymore, and things do seem a little bit more dull. But like, I gotta imagine, man, I used that shit for 15 years, so it's gonna take years to really come back. But I've only been sober a year off it, and a lot has come back. A lot of things I feel grateful for. And man, I used to not even know what that word grateful meant, man. Like, I had no idea that you could actually like reminisce and think on things in your life. Like, I get to come home tonight and eat some chicken noodle soup with some chocolate milk. You know, just think of something real simple like that and just be like, damn, that's fucking sick. Like, I'm lucky to be able to do that. There's fools in the cartels getting their fucking heads dismembered right now. Probably shouldn't have said that on YouTube. Whatever. Fuck it. Y'all need to hear this shit. You know, I'm in a pretty fucking good situation. I got a fucking YouTube channel with 2 subs. And I just started last week. That's kind of dope. So like, yeah, just need to prevent this from happening. But if it is going on, man, I want to let you know that you're gonna be all right. And that's if you're gonna be all right if you do the right thing. Start taking care of yourself. I'm not saying you can't use meth. Just take vitamins before the binge. Take vitamins all during the thing. We need to feel that. We need to feed that fuel. We need to keep that train going. All right, eat them vitamins. Maybe don't go over 2 days. Like once you're in the 2-day range, you got to put it down. Now for me, that's tricky. I was never able to put it down, so that's why I can't use it. I don't get to use it responsibly because I didn't show meth the respect. You're supposed to respect every drug you do, and not respect like, yes sir, meth. Hold the door open for meth. Nah, I'm not talking about that kind of respect. I'm talking about whenever you got to go to work in like 12 hours to not smoke that bowl and to try to go to sleep so you go to work somewhat not looking like a zombie. And then you look at everybody at work like they're naked because you've been watching porn all night. So like in your fucking weird fantasy delusion mind, everyone looks naked and they're all doing sexual gestures. And Jenny's in the back, you know, like doing something like that, because like everything's just crazy like that when you're on that shit. It turns the whole world in your head, whatever you're going through at the time, you see it in the external world. It's happened to me millions of times, and I'm going to tell lots of stories about that on this channel. But respect it if you're going to do it. Set some rules. And if you can't follow those rules, you're going to have to be like me and quit. And it sucks. It sucks I'm going to be honest. First 6 months of not doing meth, I was pretty miserable, bro. But I had like a good, like friends. And like I've always just had a love for art. So that's what really got me through, is just like skateboarding, playing video games, playing music, drums, bass, guitar, just getting really into artistic shit. Because like when I'm on meth, I sell my instruments. I don't have time to like enjoy a video game because I'm so tweaked out. I just get frustrated with it. You know what I mean? I'm able to like chill out, relax, and enjoy these things. But you will be all right, man. And please subscribe to my channel. We'll talk about more stuff like this. I like talking about things that society doesn't like to talk about. And I used to be an IRL streamer named Stop Speeding, and my whole thing would be like going around harassing people and being very shocking in public. I don't want to do that anymore, but what I can do now is talking about things that are kind of shocking to people, and that can still be my way of like keeping my edge, I guess, or just doing what I like to do. But I appreciate everyone. Hope you have a lovely night. God bless.